Goddess Syndrome, is my sixth book. And basically the reason why I wrote that book is nobody else is writing on that subject. Nobody else is writing on that subject. And I hear the pros about that, and I never hear the cons. And I don't agree with the teaching because I see it as the Goddess teachings gives us a distorted view of reality. And distorted history breeds disunity. And that's why it says in the book of Numbers, 14:33, it says, your children should be shepherds in the wilderness and shall suffer for your faithlessness, lack of faith. You see what I'm saying? And knowledge is the supreme reality in life, and that's today's mathematics, you know what I mean? Knowledge is positive information which can expand our conscious and awareness of people, places, and things. And knowledge gives us the ability to think right, to maneuver through life's trials and tribulations. And one is knowledge, you know, and that's the black man. There's only one God, you know what I mean? And even in the ancient masters says that in ancient Kemet, from out of darkness came forth one. And the Buddhist said, thus come one. And the Bible says in Genesis that God said, let there be light, you know what I mean? It came from the darkness into the light, you know? And light is a radiant, visible energy which makes it possible to see. See means understand. Understand is a great thing in life, like the babies, like the black babies, great thing in life. And also, when light divides, it becomes fire and water, symbolic to the sun and the earth. And the earth was born from fire and baptized by water. And that's why in Hebrew 12:29 it says, our God is a consuming fire, because light is a masculine principle, and which represents the fire seed of life, and water is a feminine principle, which represents the matriarch womb of life, and a womb is a place where something is regenerated at. It's not generated there. It's not created there. It's regenerated there, because men have seeds, and seeds mean source. The retainer of all potentiality within the seed exists in the entire flower. And a womb and an egg is ovary. You know what I mean? It's the reproduction hormones are really a germ cell egg. And like I said, men have seeds and women have eggs. And men characters are electric, and women characters are magnetic. And magnetism is a current developed from electricity. Electricity is a penetrating force, and magnetism is a nurturing force. You know, man's nature is strength, women's nature is a resilience. You know, and even in ancient times, the so-called goddesses were Lord in the earth, and they paid respect and homage to the great Mother Earth for her, you know what I mean, for they paid respect for a direct link back to the source of their feminine nature. So the most personal and proper name of the black woman is Great Mother Earth, because the earth is a black female. It's a black female. And when you look in the universe, you know, let's look at physics. Physics is a science, you know what I mean, of is dealing with energy, mass, and change. And they are interchangeable. And when we look in the universe, what we see is opposites. And universal law states that within these opposites, there's a high vibration, there's a low vibration. There's a negative, there's a positive and a negative. There's a dominant and a recessive. So, and when we look throughout the universe shows and proves that the masculine principle is superior to the feminine principle. All throughout nature and the universe, you can see it. Because fire is a masculine principle, water is a feminine principle, the pineal gland is a masculine principle, the pituitary gland is a feminine principle, carbon is a masculine principle, copper is a feminine principle. I mean, you can go, gold is a masculine principle, silver is a female principle. You know what I mean? And anything that any species that come from another species, got to be weak in that which it comes from. And if the weak lead the strong got to follow in chain. The higher vibrations create the lower vibrations. It don't come the other way around. When the breath of life comes in us, it comes in it gives off a high sound. When it leaves, it gives off a low sound. Musical notes start in high notes, and then they end in low notes. This is not you know what I mean? This is not the low things make the high thing, because a rock can't make a tree. A tree can't make an animal. An animal can't make a woman, and a woman, doggone sure, can't make no man. You know what I mean? If we'd have came from women, we'd all be faggots right now. Because a woman-made man ain't nothing but a faggot. You know what I mean? I didn't come from no woman. I came through one. And I respect and I greatly admire the black woman, because she's great in Mother Earth. You know, I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. They're talking about my feminine, get in touch with your feminine side. My feminine side beside me. It's not in me. But dude, her nature is the knowledge God, not the geek God. The word diva means a divine God. When divas was first used in Hollywood, they was used for women that was sexing and singing to advance their career, and they were called divas. You know what I mean? That's what that is. So they got the word from India, and they got it from some Commission dynasties. Not all of them taught that. Yeah, but they don't want to deal with what? Atum, the self-created one. They don't want to deal with Hermes, DAWUD, where he said you say the mind is God the Father, who existed before the watery substance appeared out of darkness. They don't want to deal with when he said the gods that come into being out of pure matter and that bodies are heads only. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with universal laws. Prove to me through universal laws how a woman created herself. Give me the formula. And then created the black man without sperm. She held her vagina up to the sun, and the sun gave her a baby.